She eventually went in, and I watched her defend herself. The doctors said she was mentally ill. They had no way of knowing if the cancer was back because she hadn't shown up for any of her scheduled PET scans. Now you would think there is a woman who is sitting in front of her own doctor and he is calling her out. She'd fess up, right? Nope. She gave dates, times, and names of doctors that didn't exist. It was everyone else's fault it went undocumented. It's black or white. She was so good at being the victim, it was petrifying. That same visit, her doctor said he believes she has Munchausen syndrome. Her need for attention and fear of abandonment destroyed everyone's lives. I cut her out of my life for over a year, and then I got a phone call that she had collapsed and the cancer was really back. 17 lesions on her brain alone. She had no one to blame. She tried to say if I had believed her when she was really sick, she probably wouldn't be facing death. The truth is, she had already tried to kill me, and these words held no weight. Growing up, we were the reason that her life was shit. When I was about 15 years old, she told me how killing myself would be the only gift I had left to give her. She went to her medicine bag and lined up several bottles of pills. Said there is more in the bathroom if this won't do the job. What could I have done to my own mother that said she needed me to die to be happy? What was her reasoning? I said I was hungry while her boyfriend was watching TV. He told me to shut my mouth. I asked if we could buy food because there was nothing to eat in the house. He jumped up and slammed his foot on top of the coffee table, causing it to break. My mom flew off the handle and started smacking me because her table had gotten broke and screaming, "Look what the fuck you made him do." He said, "I'm fucking done with this shit. Feed your own kids," and left. We hadn't had food in the house, and the only thing in my stomach was the free school lunches I had eaten that week. She would starve us if it meant having something for herself. He was leaving her, and she raged. It was my fault he left. She didn't know how she was going to get him back, and I'm not sure if it was punishment for her abandonment issues or a pity plot for sympathy in an effort to get him back. Did she want me to really die? I don't think it really mattered either way to her at that moment. Attempting to kill myself over what happened may be enough to guilt him back in her eyes, to get him to come back into her life. Succeeding in suicide would guarantee she would at least be surrounded by people who would care for her in her time of need. Do you see the sick logic here? Luckily, I wasn't successful, but I did try for her. I got my stomach pumped and was forced into therapy with her. When she brought me home, she went to her bedroom and laid in the dark and cried. I knew what that meant. "I'm sorry, Mom." She said, "When I take you to that doctor, you will tell them how sick you really are. You're not healthy. You shouldn't have tried to hurt yourself. I know you are acting out to hurt me. I want you to get better, and I will forgive you eventually. It's the only way to live. Her life is hard enough. If you love me, then you will tell the doctors how sick you are and that you really scare me." Now imagine what this could do to a child. It took a lot of work, self-help books, counseling, and Frank to help me see my life was not my fault. I was a child. I could choose to have a different life.